Welcome to Landria, Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through those fears and live an awesome life. I'm going to give you the tools to manifest anything. Somebody said, your hand's distracting. Do exercises with your hand. Here. Happy? These comments, man. Whew. Do we really spend our energy, we're going to talk about that today, do we really spend our energy on silly stuff? Where are you focusing your energy? I'm going to talk about the source of negative energy, the source of negativity, the source of negative thoughts. Because so many of you are walking around with these negative little chats up here. You know, the thoughts that pop in that are negative. So many of you walking around with that. Where's that coming from? So I had you do an exercise recently, and it's the 2 steps. 2 power steps to absolutely take yourself in a completely new reality. The first one is, what's my intention behind the thought or the words or the action? What's my intention? Before you go into that space, or if it's a thought, it's already happened. What's my intention? If it's a negative thought about yourself, you probably don't have an answer for that, right? Okay, so the second thing is why? Why am I saying that or thinking it? Why? So when it's about yourself, the source of negativity, right, is an actual energy field that we're sharing that has been generated within your own experience. Where's that negative thought coming from? It is actually the person who said it to you, that you're stupid, that you'll never amount to anything, that it's wrong to be wealthy. All these things, that energy still exists. It never goes away. But here's what happens. Now I'm going to go into quantum field. This is advanced stuff. Get ready for this. I wrote a book called The 3 Human Energy Fields, and I dig deeper into this, but I'm going to explain some basics about a couple of those energy fields. Your energy field within the one energy field is your own experience of accumulation that contributes to that one quantum field. So everything I'm doing here, you know, how I react to everything, if I go to awakening or if I go to the darkness, it all contributes to the one because we are connected. We are not disconnected from that. And that is your personal experience within the one field. You're sharing all this energy too, so you're affected by everybody else's decisions. We're all pouring it into the one ocean. All right, so it's one energy field. We are all affected by all of this. Now here's the deal. So those people in your life, in your, that you're connected to in the quantum field, all right, entanglement, right? Your parents, you are entangled. Somehow these relationships are working something out, challenges, whatever it is you're doing, you're entangled with them. Let's say your parents said you would never amount to anything. That energy exists in your quantum energetic field. It exists in your personal energy field of your experience. All right? That energy is with you. So that thought is actually that person saying that. All right? That energy field still exists. That thing that they said, because there's no such thing as time, is just as powerful as the day they said it in this linear timeline that we're experiencing, that's not real anyways. When they said that, when you carry that energy, it's in your energy field, it's still there. When you focus, here's quantum mechanics, quantum physics. When you place your focus on it, it is real. Even though that person said that 20 years ago, that energy still exists right here in your energetic field. So now I've focused on that. It's as powerful as if that day that person stood in front of you and told you that. It's all in your field. All of it is. What's happening, that negative thought, the source of it, is actually just you placing your focus on all the accumulation of everything that you've experienced, believed, thought, all of this. So when you focused on it, you're focusing on it, and you always have a choice with it. Everything that you experience, you always have a choice within all of it. That's that free will part. So this is when we get to change the energy. So it's all there. But now if I choose not to believe it, I shifted it now. So that energy still exists somewhere. It never goes away. It's an imprint. But it's no longer part of your reality because you are now focused over here. And so everything in the room is, you can't even see it. You can only see that which you're focused on. So when you choose to continue to believe, and you hear that parent is still standing in the room saying it, it's part of your energy field, it's created. It's created, and you'll be broke. You'll amount to nothing because you created that. You believed it, you created that actual energy, and what they said, you created it from what you believed about what they said. Now you're into this field where you're broke or you're worthless or whatever. And you're always in charge, remember. This is not like, oh, it's there, I'm not, so see, I'm not in charge, I'm a victim. Nope. So this is the power. This is when you got to really get big kahunas. You guys know what that means? Big kahunas. It's a Hawaiian thing. And then what you have to do, if you want to choose, or if you want to change anything, is to choose a different reality. So now all of this energy, all probabilities, all your experiences are there. Okay, so now let's say I want to shift into something higher and I don't want to believe that anymore. So now here's the challenge, is there's maybe nobody that told you that you are perfect and beautiful and powerful. I'm going to say it right now. You're perfect, beautiful, powerful, unlimited. You have equal power as everybody on this planet and beyond. You are of the one. There's nothing you cannot do, be, or have. Sorry, you're not getting out of that one. So now that energy field must be brought into your personal experience, and you must focus on it to change that reality. So if you don't have that in your field, that energy, nobody ever told you that, or you didn't watch a video and connect it to and said, yes, I believe that, then it won't come into your existence because you're still over here with the actual material situation that occurred that seems very real, which is still just energy. So that belief that, let's say somebody, a video, maybe it wasn't a person, it wasn't personally, but it was just a video, is just as powerful as your parent telling you something, low level, low frequency, because you believe it. It doesn't have to be a person standing in the room saying, you are perfect, you are beautiful, you're powerful, there's no limits, you can do anything you want with your life. You can actually just create that energy. You can create it right now. And then when you focus on it, that energy is now in the room with you. It's with you. You created it because your focus is on it. And this dissolves. It's no longer a part of your energetic, let's just say, experience. It's in the field somewhere. It's in the field. It's no longer your reality choice. So now your reality choice is something else. So now your whole reality just shifted. All right? So negative thoughts are just by focusing on that thing within the quantum field that is on a lower frequency. You're just choosing to see it, believe it, listen to it. Why? Why am I thinking this negative thought? Because I'm actually still focused on what my parents said and believing it. That's why. Guess who's in charge of that? Wow, that means that I can put my focus over here and say that that is not true. I don't choose to believe it. That's a tough one because once those beliefs, man, they go deep. That's a bad addiction. It's a bad habit. You come over here and you say, okay, I'm now focused on this. I'm focused on this. And you have to rewire your brain. Go watch Dr. Joe Dispenza. He's amazing. He talks about the actual wiring of the brain, the physical part that goes along with the spiritual. It's all part of that. And your physical body's part of your energy field. So there's stuff going on that you program it to do that wires and fires, right? It kicks off all these things. it sparks and, it triggers something. So go over here and focus on this other thing and know that all those negative thoughts, those sources are only you looking at them. You must be aware. You must catch it and say, what is my intention with this thought or whatever? If you're doing it to somebody else, what was my intention? And then why am I doing it? Why? Is it just a habit? Do I believe this? Do I really believe those nasty things about somebody else or myself? I can switch my focus over here, and that negative source will no longer exist in your personal energy field, because it's out here. We get to choose, right? Darkness is out there. It always will be, right? But it's just not going to be part of anybody's experience if nobody's going there anymore. We're all going to ascend to the fifth dimension, the new earth. Those are the people that will not go into that space. So they will no longer put their quantum focus on the darkness, the blame, the victim. They're a problem, blah, blah, blah. Talk to the hand. That ego is just exhausting, isn't it? Don't you get tired of listening to it? Oh, dear Lord, if a thought comes in, just say, there it is. Phew. Go off, let it float by. Don't argue with it. Just like, there it is, an old habit. Bye. Float out the door. I'm not going to focus on the higher thoughts because negativity, that source, is not welcome anymore. Everything's an energy field, and there are concentrations of it. Just like your chakras, there are concentrations and purpose and functions beyond our imagination. But you always have choice in absolutely everything. None of this is beyond your control. The other part of you're experiencing and what's going on out there, the other part is the choice. And that's what you came here for, is the choice to affect that, the choice to change that, the choice to focus on this, the choice to ascend. All right, so no matter what's going on out there, the equal reaction can be a higher or a lower one. Equal power. Playing with it, playing in it, or playing in another field. That's it. Join me on a weekly, monthly webinar. Go down, take one of my courses, come to one of my webinars. We do this live for 3 hours. Let's start working on this together and get that quantum focus to where you want it to be. You're whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you, my friend. This is a good one, right? This is exciting. Whew. Namaste.